Can you hear us?
Yes.
Loud and clear,
Woo-hoo.
very loud.
Always trying to find the right settings. Can I ask who's on iPhone 9?
That's Debbie
Oh,
Small.
Debbie Small.
Hi there.
Yeah, very loud. Hi. 24. iPhone Debbie Small. Oh, good.
I think we're set.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we can start.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we're golden. Line dancing.
Oh, fine. Start at 7.
No, it started at 6:30.
Oh,
What's going on? I missed the last 2 meetings.
We can be quick. And that's why we wanted it at 4:30.
I know.
Okay. Oh, who's iPhone 2?
It's Jean.
Hi, Jean.
Oh, Jean, hi. Can you change your name? Debbie and Jean, can you add your name to it?
You want, oh, whoa.
Instead of being called iPhone 2? All right, well, we can, I can actually, now we have 7, so I can call it to order.
Yeah.
What we need.
Where'd you
Where'd
go?
she go?
Oh, that's right. Congratulations, Karen, your first meeting.
Well, you gotta revote.
We still need to vote.
After the official vote.
Yes, all right. I call the March 24th Council on Aging meeting to order. Our, we always do attendance first.
Yes.
Okay, so Joan Coco, no. Rosemary Benedetto. Karen Tino. She's off.
She's not on. She's not.
John Parsons.
Yeah.
Karen Panett.
Here.
Jean Prado.
Here.
Marilyn Shapley.
Here.
Debbie Small.
Here.
Nancy Zemlak. Here. Thank you. So we have a quick agenda, a brief agenda tonight. What we do need to do is make it official, our vote for a new chair. So
I make a, can I do
Are you
it?
an associate?
She's a chair and a full member at the moment. so
Well,
well,
I
actually,
think
no.
No.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I guess we just need to officially,
I move that we
officially.
officially appoint Nancy
Thank you.
Jankowski.
Karen.
Janowski, I'm like, that's not working. Karen
Okay.
Janowski as chair of the
And I
council.
second that.
Any discussion? Okay, so we'll do roll call and we'll do Debbie Small,
Yes.
Karen Panett,
Yes.
Jean Prado.
You're muted.
You're muted, Jean.
Jean, you guys can just keep yourselves unmuted. It's going to be a quick discussion. So Jean, unmute. All right, Marilyn Shapley,
Yes.
John Parsons.
Yes.
Nancy Zimmerman. Karen Janowski, yes. And
Yes for Jean.
I did say Karen Panett.
Yes, you
yeah.
did.
Okay, and really the only item on our agenda really beyond that is to discuss and vote on the COA mailing to all town residents in April. And Marilyn has done some work on this.
And I have a motion to make.
And
then we'll have discussion. I
yeah,
move
so
that,
we lost, oh, there it is, okay.
I move that we push this project off until,
a few months anyway. What we're running up against is a very tight timeline with the printer, and we're getting feedback. It's a different crew of people who are in the town administration now, and I think we thought this would be simple. We'll just update what got approved at every imaginable level 2 years ago, but there's new people and new opinions, so we need a little bit more time.
Okay, can I just tell you, I talked with Jane Wellman.
Yeah.
Just before I got here.
Yeah,
And you made that
Oh,
motion,
make a
though.
motion now. So,
Is there a second or a second?
yeah, tell us in discussion, I guess.
Or do you want to withdraw your motion because nobody has seconded it? I can give some, we usually have some discussion.
I'll
and a
withdraw
motion.
it, let's have some discussion.
Okay,
Okay.
so I did speak with Jane Wellman.
Yeah.
And she, looked at this,
Mhm.
said, you know, none of us, we can make some, you know, if we have anything to change about it, we can. That they would, run it by the Office of Campaign Finance, that they felt that would be quick. And that, that they would get 3 bids. They usually work with a printer, and they said that the printer is actually cheaper than the price we got.
Okay.
And that they also would, the printer would do the mailing. They would,
Right,
the
right.
town hall would submit the names to, the printer, and
Right.
that would all be done at the same time, and it would all be one price.
Right,
So,
that's all included, that's all exactly what we
Right,
did this 2
so-
years ago.
so what do you think?
Well, the feedback we're getting is, we were trying to do it quickly, but there's a lot of other stuff going on, hitting people's mailboxes, and are they gonna notice
Okay,
this?
so
and
it's a
that?
different issue.
It's a
Okay,
whole bunch of issues, yeah.
okay.
It was- was- Trying to get it out by the end of March. So it's hitting people's mailboxes the first week in April. I mean, first week in May. May, yeah, trying to get it out by
First
the end
week
of
in
April,
May.
yeah.
That was the original idea.
Okay,
It's a challenge,
But-
I wanna say this is an excellent idea. I mean, I wish we would do this every year. I'm
Well,
really
I brought-
excited to see us doing this
I
again.
brought that up at the last meeting, that
Yeah.
we should send out.
Yes, and we agree, we
Yeah.
all agree, and I'm not proposing killing this by any means at all. I'm proposing we don't try to get it into quite such a tight time frame.
So are you saying then that we are just not doing it before the election?
Most likely, yeah, at this point. I think it's gonna be too tight. I don't wanna piss
Okay.
people off. I got feedback. If only you gave it to us last week. Well, it didn't exist last week. I wrote it this morning. I mean, you know, we're trying too hard to do it too fast, and there are new players who don't necessarily have the background that the others do.
Hello?
They're kind of going back. Hi, Joan.
Hi. How are you?
what did you do, John?
Anyway, we're just proposing slowing this down, but making it a
Okay.
regular annual thing that we will definitely do.
Should it be accountable and take it off the streets? Just get my.
Yeah, maybe just throw it.
Yeah.
So our discussion then is to update us that you feel it's too rushed.
Exactly.
And that's the message you're getting from town hall as well.
That was the message I saw, because
Yeah.
almost everything you said, Jane sent to us in an email.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
She made it sound as though it could be done, so that's, but, okay.
it's probably physically possible. I've already spent 2 full days this week. It takes hours every time, and, you know, getting the feedback, negotiating the thing, it's just really rushed. And we don't want to get this all done in a rushed haphazard way where someone's not really happy with something. And on top of it, we missed the election, because, I mean, there are a lot of steps that are, yeah, yeah. It's the printer, and the printer did all those things last time, and it's fine if they want to use a different printer. They did an excellent
They
job.
felt that they could get it cheaper.
I know. And that printer was chosen because Jean, the former assistant town manager, recommended them, and they use them all the time. But that was 2 years ago. It doesn't mean it's anyway, a couple of weeks to finalize the document with no more tweaks coming from anybody. Everyone's had time to see it. We're all, yes. And to hand over the list, I propose we use the same list we had last time. It's an address list. It doesn't have anyone's names. It's just the addresses in Reading. The only thing I can think of that's a new big building anyway is the apartments over empanadas might not be on it, but we could leave a little pile in their lobby.
Okay.
Or put them on their doorknob or something. But 1 to 2 weeks, she said for that. 1.5 weeks consisting of creating the proof, getting the proof approved, getting it signed off on, getting the purchase order. Then once they've sent us the invoice and we have check in hand, a couple more days running around the building. 5 days from then to drop it at the post office. They have to print them all, label them all, sort them all the stuff and then the post office says it's 2 to 7 days, business days to deliver. I mean, last time it went fast. I mean, it's not that we couldn't hit the low number and all these things and do it really fast. But we also could go the other way and it could come out the day after the election, which if our goal was just to help increase awareness in general of elder services, no mention of the election or anything, then it would really be a killer to have something that maybe we're not all thrilled with, or even one person isn't thrilled with that's involved in this and not get it. It seems to me more important, and I really appreciate Nancy's effort in pushing the cards. I agree. Cards can be an effective way. People are getting cards on
Yeah.
everything under the sun, and some of them get looked at, some of them don't. You know, if it's the one extra person that changes.
You get a lot of cards before election.
Yeah, and that's also an issue somewhat with the printer and the squash. They said around this time of year, we're printing cards for everybody. So,
Okay.
so that pushes it more likely towards the longer. All things considered, it seemed prudent. So let's just slow down and do it right and make it something we're going to do every year, because it's a real, you know, we used to send out pleasantries twice actually every year. And we don't do that anymore. And as Chris researched, that would be much more expensive now because we couldn't get 10,000 free copies from them.
Yeah.
So I think it would be a really good ongoing replacement for doing that, which was its original purpose. It was during the pandemic. We couldn't
Yeah.
put the volunteers in a room together
Right.
to
Yeah.
postcard. So I make a motion that we move our target date out by at least a couple of.
We don't even need an emotion.
We don't need a motion?
No. No.
Okay. All right.
Not
Anyway,
enough.
We need to make a motion maybe to put it on the next agenda.
that would be good because
Well,
everyone's
no, we
got it.
don't need to make a motion to put
No,
on the
that's
agenda.
true.
It can just be
Yeah.
added. Do we want it on the next agenda or do we?
Personally, I'd say let's keep tinkering and get everyone
Yeah,
settled because
yeah.
everyone's looking at it.
Yeah.
We can keep an ongoing conversation about it and then, so we can.
And if we don't want to talk about it,
Yeah.
but at least.
Yeah. At least 90% of the work for the card itself, as opposed to all the steps, is probably done. So I'd say let's keep it going while we've got the same cast of characters
Sure.
and the conversations are happening. So let's tie them up.
So when do you want to send it? When do you want to send it?
Sometime in the future.
Yeah, probably in a few months.
That could be next year for all we know.
No, we want to get it out this year. We
Yeah.
wanted, we does sound like something that we would like to do annually.
Mhm.
And we really appreciate your efforts, Marilyn and Nancy, for all you've done. You spent a lot of time on this and we appreciate that. Does anyone have any other thoughts? Oh, Jean, you have your hand up.
I do. My thought is, maybe we should, a goal be possibly August, September. Because if we're sending it out to residents, come April, May, schools are out and everybody's off for vacations and out of town. So maybe we should consider August, September.
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 And we can map this out next COA.
Yeah.
You know, we can just say no further notice for now, but map it out next COA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. Any other discussion?
No.
Motion to adjourn.
I second that one.
Okay.
Okay, Karen Panett,
Yes.
Joan Coco,
Yes.
Debbie Small,
Yes.
Jean Prato,
Yes.
Marilyn Shapley.
Yes.
Yes.
John Parsons,
Yes.
Nancy Simla, Karen Janowski. So the meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.
Thank you all.
Meeting adjourned at 6:44.
Good night, everyone. Have a nice evening.
Fine, Nancy.
Thank you. Wow. That was quick. I know soon I got in.
Okay. All right. This meeting is adjourned.